It's day 15 of the Kickstart 2.0. We are on the cusp of being halfway through the program, which is awesome. And because it's a core day and it's yellow, to celebrate, I'm wearing a Pikachu shirt that I got from EV Games in Australia. How good is that? Fantastic. Alright, it's a bit garish, eh? Anyway, point is, hope you're all ready for a great core session. Let's get into the question of the day quickly. What is the biggest lifestyle change you have made so far in January 2022? Let me know in the comments, and I hope it's something really awesome. Yeah, awesome. So let's get ourselves warmed up. Let's get ready to rock for our final session of this week, a nice core session. Start your final workout for the week with bank balance. This has a walking element and a core element and provides a great warm-up. Next, hinge at the hips for overhead bend before bending to the side for overhead side bend. These are good for the rectus abdominis, the muscles at the front of the abs, and the obliques, the side abs. Drop down for the overhead lunge twist, really focusing on the stability of the upper body. If you prefer, you can do revolved crescent lunge pose here though. Next is overhead hip shake. It's a fun, active recovery move that works best if you stand tall and generate the movement just from the hips. Get to the ground for a dynamic combo of leg scissors and flutter kick before smack back, a notoriously difficult game to perfect. Press the ring into your tummy like an ab guard and twist, keeping the legs static. I do have a form guide that I made for this one. Click on the link in the description or see the little tag up the top left now. Perform the chair pose and warrior 2 pose to finish with some good stretching movements that will feel very good on the core. If you need to repeat this one, you can. Well done, guys. For the last workout of the week, we start with bank balance, which has a walking element to make it an effective warm-up. Perform the hip lift, which you should be very familiar with by now, before warrior 1 pose. Take a good foot position and perform smooth side bends. Next is warrior 3 pose, which uses the hip hinge in its most complicated form in Ring Fit Adventure and requires good core control to bring back up to standing. If you do want to sub this for the overhead bend, that's fine, as it is a technical regression, still working the core on the hips. Next is pendulum bend. Hinge over and do smooth rotations in an arc back and forth. Overhead lunge twist is next, training the anti-rotational properties of the core before the plank. This was used yesterday too and fits well with the posterior focus of this set. Get to the ground for knee to chest exercise, drawing the knees up to the chest and back in a good controlled motion before finishing with leg raise and open close leg raise. Well done, everyone. Beginners, it is the last workout for the week. Warm up with knee lift, which trains the core well if you really reach up the ring, before overhead bend and overhead side bend. Keep feet planted for both and brace the core throughout. Overhead press is next, working the upper back muscles like the traps and rhomboids in a safe fashion before bank balance. Walk a small amount on the spot whilst performing small side bends. It's a fun mini game before leg raise, which focuses on the rectus abdominis. Next is another minigame, Gluten Gallery. This is a dynamic overhead side bend based minigame, so go for a high score here before bending over for hinge pose. The movement comes solely from the shoulder, so be mindful here before aero shoot. Stand tall and do side or front or back bends as required to hit the targets. Finish your set on the floor for seated ring raise, lean back slightly, brace the core for support and move from the shoulders. You should feel it hit your abs at the top of each movement. Well done everyone, great work. Amazing work, trainees. That is a powerful core that you are working on here, and I'm really proud for that amazing progress. You've now hit the halfway point, which is awesome. You're doing so well, and that's fantastic. And training the abs at the end of the week, really good, as I said, because you're using it all throughout all your other exercises, and we're all having a rest day tomorrow, so it means that you can properly recover for Monday. All right, so let's get into our fit fact of the day. And all of my thoughts on the plank in Ring Fit aside, even though I've used it in a few of the exercise routines this week, all of my thoughts aside, planks are really good for you, but should you be able to do a 8 to 10 minute plank or anything like that, these really long periods of time? In my opinion, it's a no. We train strength and stability isometrically with a plank in order to help support the spine and the organs and to help protect them as well. That's one of the functions here. It helps protect the spine, it helps protect your organs for if you get rotated quickly or if you get punched in the stomach or something like that. It's basically going to protect everything and make sure it doesn't go out of place, it doesn't get injured as much as it can anyway, and you don't die, which is obviously something that we want to avoid. You see, planking for up to a minute is a resistance exercise, and once you get to like the 2-minute mark or something like that, really you're not adding any additional strength. You're just adding endurance, which is fine if you want to be doing it to, as a showpiece exercise. You want to be able to do it for 10 minutes. If that's your challenge, then that is awesome, and I'm not saying not to do that, but I'm saying if you're doing it specifically so that you can help protect your spine and your organs, anything after a minute and a half, 2 minutes isn't really going to be adding anything. So at that point you want to go to harder plank variant, and you want to be changing it up to increase the resistance and increase the strength of your muscles. Okay, so essentially planking for like 8 to 10 minutes, it's a cool showpiece, but it's not really adding anything to your overall strength and your functionality. Okay, cool. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. As always, like, share, subscribe for more Ring Fit content incoming. Tomorrow is a full rest day for everyone. There's still going to be a video, still going to be having a little chat about a couple of things. I don't know, I haven't decided what I was going to do. I was going to do it in like different environments and stuff, but I didn't get round to getting out to those different environments yet, because we've been pretty busy on the home side of things. So yeah, look, point is there's going to be a little video from tomorrow, so yeah, jump in and check that out. Otherwise, I'll see you on Monday. Now, thank you so much to Rain, John Hartman, and my other patrons for the fantastic support. I really appreciate all that support through Patreon. If you're interested, hit that link. There'll be some new content coming up very, very soon. And yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for your time today. I've been Master Trainer Peter, and I'm going to see you tomorrow, if not on Monday.